retro. See, mirror. Oh man. Okay, I'll play with this one for a while. Ooh, child. I'm sweating because I was singing and dancing so on my TikTok. This shouldn't be because, bear with me. Mm. I'm going to bypass intros. This reading is regarding karmics that were paid to cause to unaliven Honorable Feminine and her children. And they were plotting, planning, and they were possibly connected with the past of the feminine, whether that be landlords, exes, relatives. They were somehow connected. Okay? They're somehow connected to somebody, and there was an offer made by one of them. Okay? Because for whatever reason, they don't like you. You shine a light on something, because it says you shine a bright light on what you fight for. So you shone a light on something that was unjust, okay, in your life. And you're fighting. If this collective, if this is for you and you're on the honorable side of the reading, then you shone a light on something. And that pissed off somebody to such a magnitude. Okay, this is what's the scary part about the unhealthiness of a lot of folks out there. Okay, that's shining the light on the injustices that you were dealing with, or your children was dealing with, and as a byproduct, shine a light on bigger things, or how this person could have been operating that way. For all you know, they could have lost a job, they could have lost a contract, they could have lost something with housing authority. Unbeknownst to you, because once you move on, you move on. Once you're gone, you're gone. You're not, people's life's decisions, they are failing to be accountable for the things that they have done. Okay, to you and many others. And because you spoke and shone a light really bright, this is where the offer came to a bounty hunter. This particular bounty hunter made themselves clear and seen to the Honorable Feminine on several occasions. They're in her face. They're certain ones, not all of them. They're in her face. They're mocking her. They don't care because they feel like they're protected and covered. I'll just say that. Okay. So they mock her. They some of them let themselves be seen. Some of them don't even try to hide their face or try to, hide that they are repetitively following her around. This particular person that might be unalivened, the feminine has caught maybe a good 10 times. Okay, so this is not like a situation where it's like, okay, maybe once or twice she's seen it. It's like, no, this person frequented, they parked over in a certain place that she either walked or frequented, and they kept frequenting wherever she had to lay her head at. Okay, in terms of circling properties and all sorts of things. Okay, and they would rev up their little car. There could have been a time where the feminine was walking, and they made it a point that she saw them in their truck pulling out all kinds of weird things and big plastic and all that stuff, like what you would do with the body, because there was nothing else. Okay, and for some of you, past, present, and future, I have to warn you about my readings. I got a lot of battle wounds because my energy has been so played with from the beginning. Distorted practitioners can do that for shits and giggles to try to discredit you. But the irony is, in some cases, the very things that you said is not going to be something that could be discredited at some point, because some of the stuff is going to actually happen anyway. And that's going to be the irony. Okay, it's just a matter of the timestamp that it happens. Okay, so because it's based on the trajectory of people's behaviors and decisions, so the likelihood based on certain actions and continual actions over a certain period of time, the probability is high that it is going to end accordingly. Now, let's get it. The attacks on the Honorable Feminine's life increased because of this illumination. And then on top of, a lot of people didn't like her, there was an offer, and then this happened. They could have been on their way to do something. There's a lot of stories with feminine where folks be on their way for whatever reason, I don't know. They'd be like on their way traveling and stuff and fixing to do something, and at some point something bad happens to them. If they do manage to make it, then like some other crazy shit started to happen to them or something like that. And that's because that's premeditated attempted murder. That's what this is. And this is all because this is a classic case of huge bullies, big time. A classic case of people having a problem with folks standing up for themselves or their children. So let's see what happened. I told y'all this will be heavier. That's why I wanted to have fun on TikTok first, because I was like, this is gonna be a what you call it? And I'm gonna have to clean. I'm gonna have to do all the cleanses when I get off of here. I'm gonna have to do 1,000 cleanses when I get up. My energy, the space, everything, the cat, the wall, bitch. I'm gonna do the cleansing of the wall, the windows, the ceilings, bitch. Anyway. Oh, wrong deck. Let me start with this one. So they're unalive. Let's see, feminine. Look it. This was somebody that could have been connected to a masculine that you were once with. And that masculine could have had something to do with something. It says masculines, karmic lovers, mates, baby mamas are all cheating, plotting, using him. They think he's a joke, but the joke is he's using them too, or something like that. Okay, so there's the mess. Okay, there's the mess that you were entangled in that really don't have anything to do with you. Okay, there's the mess. Two men from, oh boy, two men from honorable feminists past use feminist energy with karmics. Both are or will pay for that. A masculine, sincerely sorry but afraid. This came in the reverse. So I wonder, feminine learns about magic, her abilities, and connects with like-minded folks. That's interesting to come out. So I wonder if they think, feminine, that whatever happened to this person, if they think is you and magic, versus there was a warning by your ancestors, by source, and there was some kind of a reroute of the energy, and because they were told, do not try to kill this person, they decided to, they didn't care about that. And so as they persisted, there was a reroute of that energy. It says, very well, you are actively choosing, so we're going to actively take your energy because you're trying to go unalive somebody. It is not a justifiable thing. This is strictly ego. This is strictly addiction, obsession, ego, and some mental impairment. This is what this is, because somebody had the audacity to, this is not a warranted thing here. So they might think that you did the magic on them or something. It's funny how the killers come to the people's house to kill them, and then when they get killed, they feel some kind of way. Ignorance is why many are stuck. Put it in the name of a child or a relative to hide the proof. Social media weirdo. This person was stalking you on social media, along with the others. One second, I gotta check on something. I told you, an offer on the table. There was an offer to try to come pop up and surprise and do something. But then the offer was retracted or something like that, because it went into the reverse. What ended up happening to this single? This is somebody who's, again, they're following you on social media. It says social media weirdos, single, current, available status. This could be people that was, you know, trying to make sure that you were alone, trying to, you know, following you on social media, trying to make sure that you were alone. Also, this is somebody that has something to do with somebody you close out a cycle with. Completion, lesson learned. Vegas is here. Gamble, take a risk. Yeah, this was a risk. Nightlife. These people collect the nightlife. Unconditional love is in the reverse. Yeah, they were, you know, they ended up in a tragedy. Okay, they were hired to make a tragedy for you, to create tragedy. Okay, they took a risk. Vegas could be involved. Somebody from Vegas, they could have went to Vegas. It was offered something by somebody from Vegas or something like that. It could have told them that you were alone, and I offer you that you're all by yourself, that you were single, you didn't have anybody, you didn't have any family, you know, they wouldn't have to worry about anybody, you know, because, you know, weak, cowardly motherfuckers, that's what they do. They scope the scene to try to, you know, because they ain't got real balls, so they scope the scene to try to make sure that there's nobody that's gonna come and kill their ass, you know what I'm saying, for doing something detestable. So they could have talked to a family member. You know, somebody scoping the scene, basically, to make sure that it'll be an easy kill. But it looks like they ended up in a tragedy, because what I'm asking is, what happened? Yeah, these are karmics. Could have been a karmic lover of yours, karmic lover of theirs. This is because you shun light. This should be screaming to the universe. Like, there's a lot of people out there in the universe that need help, because this is their remedy for people telling what they do to people. This is how they remedy. This is their correction. This is how they handle conflict, problems, or when their shit that they do to someone is brought out. This is their go-to. What ended up happening to this dude? Access denied, granted, social media, fake profile hiding, in the reverse, and then happiness. I told you, it got exposed. This is somebody that was also hired to take down your social media, or try to get it taken down, try to get you banned. Has something to do with that, but they could have got blocked on social media. Look at, in retaliation. So something you said on social media, then, like I said, we have social media twice. So whatever they did to you, what ended up happening to them is somebody retaliated on them. Whoever this person that was planning to unalive the collective, someone retaliated on them, okay, for trying to come for you, for doing whatever they kept doing. Okay, what happened? Obsession. Yeah, this is an obsession. These people are obsessed. Even to this very day, they're obsessed. Family. Not the person that's unaliving, but all these people that's been participating in family. Your family is obsessed with retaliating, and as a result, okay, because this is what's coming out, that your family was obsessed with retaliating against you because you shun out a light on what injustices they've done to you. That's their goal. Ooh, somebody got proof. Okay, so what happened? The proof came out. Oh, fuck. So look, check. The proof was in a pudding. The proof came out that somebody was sending negative energy to you, okay, into your love life. Somebody got proof. Maybe from a different family member or somebody, that somebody has a history of doing this kind of shit. You know, attacking people's love lives, trying to hurt them, harm them anytime. You know what I'm saying? Throwing negativity anytime they're pulled in another, yeah. Anytime that they don't want to help, what the hell? Anytime that they have financial problems, then they go for their family. They start going for people's love lives and shit like that. Or somebody's lover found out some information or some shit. Whoever, this person could have had a gambling addiction, and like I said, they have whoever got unalive and have a pattern of doing this kind of stuff. They're into it, negativity and shit like that, with cleansing in the reverse, very dirty. Adjudication, karma. They got karma. They got karma. They got fucking karma. Okay? There was a message that came forward to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got a message and was like, oh, a false person. Lied about something. Maybe they knew somebody in the judicial system, of somebody crooked. Sudden wealth is in reverse. So what happened is they either lost the money or was mad at wealthy man. Mature woman in reverse. This could be the relative or the karmic feminine. It's false. This person is false. This is false. Could have did false allegations to get people like riled up to do shit. Even though that still ain't how you handle shit. You still ain't, you know, anyway. Yeah, look at this. Great fortune reverse. Sudden wealth reverse. Whew. Journey reverse. There it is. Main male reverse. Poverty. This could be the guy that's we're talking about that got unalive, and I'm trying to see how he got unalive, and so just bear with. Ooh, threatened, embarrassed appearances. People could have also been mad about, this mature woman in the reverse could have been mad about the loss, the adjudication here. And that's why this person was hired to come for collective, because this person was mad about losing whatever this is that they stole. And the journey ended. Okay. Let's see, how did this man, whoever this that got unalive do to come in for the collective? Trying to basically harm them. That's not here anymore. For some of you, the mature woman in the reverse could have stole from them or did something. Had him to steal from someone else. The hitman to steal from someone else. Yeah, a past lover, sibling. How did this person, what happened with the unalivened, or why this person is not here anymore? The one that was planning physical harm, that had been following feminine around. High priestess, something Somebody made a choice. The decision that they made. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Patience. Tower, it was sudden. Somebody could have poisoned them or did something in their drink. Because she's sitting at a bar, realizing that that person was up to something or no good or whatever. Tower. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands is in the reverse. Woo. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. They're plotting something in secret. They're plotting to do something. Okay, could be a high priestess, but they were making a choice to do something in secret. Planning it maybe at a bar. How to bring in a tower. Okay. And for some money right here. To try to... Yep, there it is, for the money, for the money. Somebody could have secretly told something about it. Yeah, I can tell, I know. The plan failed. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Wands. Oh! And there it is. I knew it, because that came out in the other, when I was, in another deck, Eight of Wands. This happened, this person could have been traveling, okay? There could have been like meeting up for drinks, planning, making a decision of how to bring this tower in, how to rob you, how to, take something from you. And it failed. Eight of Wands in reverse could have been there was a car accident. They were stopped. There could have been a car accident, because I have death here, Eight of Wands in reverse. So why is death? Nine of Cups. I told you they were drinking. I told you it was something to do with something with the drink and something. Somebody could have been trying to convince this person to not do it, to not do it. Like to cut this whole thing out. There's a pattern here. And this person knew that these people are obsessed, that they're not going to. And since they knew that, they could have somebody could have slipped something in the person's drink. If they didn't slip anything in their drink, it's just a matter of the person was drinking. Even if they didn't tamper with it, it's like they're like, okay, the person was having a drink, decided to move forward, and then something happened with trying to execute it from there. Yeah, they got confused. Ace of Swords in the reverse is not only a lie, but it's also confusion. It's an indication that somebody's thoughts got discombobulated or confused due to drinking. So they could have been confused while driving. So they could have been drinking and driving. This person. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. They were confused. And there's the Ace of Swords in the reverse. They were confused. The Empress. There was a fight. There could have been arguments. Arguments about shit, fights, jealousy, confusion, truth coming out about lying on honorable feminine, lies about there was definitely an argument. They could have got into an argument with their wife or baby mama. Page of Wands reverse, King of Wands reverse. Yeah, bad news. They got some bad news, and that's with the drinking, driving, on their way. Reverse of the Swords. King of Wands. Yeah, this is them on their way to do some shit. And there's the bad news. It was bad news to do this. It was bad news. King, look at these karmas. King of Pentacles reverse, Ten of Pentacles. I told you there was an exposure here about this. And somebody else exposed something, and so they wanted to fight. King of Cups reverse. Look at that. I have King of Pentacles reverse, King of Cups reverse, King of Wands reverse. I had the Hierophant in reverse, and now I have the Emperor in the upright. There could have been a fight about doing the honorable thing, and these people did not want to do the honorable thing here. Okay? Whoever this person that was trying to hurt feminine, they didn't want to hear nothing about a change of program. Okay? If there was somebody that was trying to tell them like this, we know the truth now. These people lied. Da, 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 da. This is a lie. Okay? And this is dishonorable. This person is held in high honor. It'll be wisdom to leave them alone. Do the correct thing. These people are just upset because this person is held in high honor or getting attention or don't want them to have any wins. Okay, that's what this is. They don't want them to have any wins. They don't want them to have any attention, so they want to get rid of them. They want to win at all costs. This is all this is. They're greedy. They're bullies. Ain't got nothing to do with whatever pompous, fake-ass story that they're spinning. They're trauma dumping onto feminine. Because she walked away, 8 of Cups. And people lied about why she walked away. Or people lied about why they walked away. But these people were told to walk away from trying to hurt these women. I told you, now I got another water travel energy. I have the Chariot in reverse. I had the 8 of Wands reverse. Now I have the Chariot in reverse. That's a car accident. Somebody got into a car accident. This person possibly got into a car accident. And then if they didn't die immediately, they could have had some complications. Okay, if they did not die immediately. Chariot in reverse. They could lost control. They could have been confused. They were drinking. And could have been, look at the Magician in reverse, doing spell work. This person could be a dark magician. Was doing spells, drinking, doing spells, and then decided to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, decided to come for you at night. 4 of Swords in the reverse. They couldn't let you rest. They just couldn't let you rest. This person could have died in their sleep at home. Okay, because I got the Four of Swords coming in reverse. They could have died in their sleep at home. These are people who have been sending shit to you and your children when you're asleep. Okay, so like I said, you have a lot of toxic masculine energy that came out. This could be a group of men that don't like you, and then they use their pygmishas that are overly male-centered, you know, this whole toxic feminine, I'll do anything for a man. Even what's against my better judgment, morals. We all been there. But what's unfortunate is that a lot of people gonna die there because they're cool with that way of life. They haven't grown or evolved past that way. Okay, so yeah, this person ended up, you know, let's see the energy of who was it that, you know, possibly fought for you, because there's something to do with an energy that obviously stood up and didn't want that to go forward anymore. So let's see. Uh-oh. What did I do? No, I don't want that. Why did it make it small? Anyway. I don't know why I did that, so I'm just... What, did I invite somebody, bitch? Like, I don't know. So show us the energy of the person who stood up for the honorable feminine, who was like, look, who possibly took vengeance on this person, because somebody took some kind of vengeance. They had a fight with them. I have a 2 of... Oh, the High Priest. High Priestess is in the reverse, a possible Pisces. The Star, a possible Aquarius. Huh? Okay. This is somebody who says, it says, have faith that healing is in the forecast. This is somebody who realized that you're like a healer, that you're a shining star, and that's why people was distorted and coming for you. When in doubt, your first gut feeling can always be trusted. This is someone who did not trust their first gut feeling about you being the star, about you being a healer. Six of Cups, someone from your past. The Tower in the reverse. This is somebody from your past. What did they end up, what did they do? Good luck charm, the Wheel of Fortune. It says, if nothing seems to be going your way, cast a spell. Two of Pentacles reverse. They became clear in their mind about something, about you. And Ten of Swords in reverse. They made a decision. Yeah, they wanted to pull these swords out of your back, or, you know what I'm saying, heal. Like, realizing you don't deserve what this is, these people. They stopped juggling if they wanted to be a part of betraying you or whatever. It takes great strength to be soft. This person possibly beat up that person. Like I said, they could have had a fight or beat up this person. All right, so what is your guidance? Okay, collective. Like I said, this is a heavier read. If your safety, you know, you guys may have to seek something, because like if all these people are, you know, hey, when people are all interconnected like that, and that's kind of where you're at, you may have to seek something, okay? Because it seems like these people are, yeah, it's something wrong. Yeah, how they're trying to stop your focus. Maybe you're being asked to not focus on it, and I don't know how that, you know. Live life for you, not audience in your head. So maybe not focus on what they're trying to do to your head, because that's what these people are doing. Okay, some kind of action you're going to take for focus. My absolute yes list, truth. Okay, some of you guys are being guided to take some kind of action. Focus on taking action regarding this truth. Okay, some kind of truth, taking some action to bring out this truth about what these people are doing to you and your children in real time. Okay, maybe you're being guided to go to the next level because it's like a staircase. So maybe, you know, meditate, go within, so we can take it to another level. Okay, because they're not stopping, they're actually increasing. So we may have to up it up. Okay, because again, this ain't for play. This is not patty cake Disneyland. These people obviously aren't all there, and the types of actions that they're taking is proven that they're not all there. Okay, so be safe, be wise, be discerning, be slicker than them. Okay.